She tried eating large meals, portions meant for 7 hefty men she would just finish in a bid to grow fat. Her despair deepened until she decided she couldn't take it anymore. One day, in a fit of desperation, she sneaked into the herbalist's hut. She begged him for a concoction that would make her plump like other girls. The herbalist, a grumpy old man with a long white beard, handed her a strange mixture and warned her not to overuse it. But in her desperation, Tenny drank all of it at once, hoping it would transform her overnight. Instead, the concoction wreaked havoc on her body. She became terribly ill. She was in pain for days. Her parents, who were devastated by her condition, cared for her as best as they could, though they could not understand why she had done such a thing. As she lay in bed, weak and exhausted, Tenny realized that no matter what she did, she would never look like the other girls. It broke her heart, but it also opened her eyes to the futility of changing herself to fit in. Welcome to Ijeoma's Moonlight Tales. Today's story is titled From Mocked to Admired, Tenny's Journey to Self-Discovery. In the heart of the Eastern Valley lay a small village called Obota. The people of Obota lived simple lives, deeply rooted in their traditions. One peculiar thing about this village was that every girl child born was plump, with round, soft cheeks and thick arms that symbolized health and prosperity. It was a matter of pride for parents when their daughters grew up chubby, a sign that they were well fed and healthy. The villagers often believed that a girl's plumpness brought blessings to her family, and so they celebrated it. In Obota, girls walked around with a sense of pride, their bodies reflecting the village age-old belief. Mothers would exchange stories about their daughters' weight as though it was a trophy. Fathers, in turn, boasted about their daughters being the image of Obota's blessings. It was as though chubbiness was a treasure chest passed down from one generation to the next. However, one cold evening, under a starry sky, a strange thing happened. A little girl named Tenny was born. She was born to a modest couple, Mama Shade and Baba Kola. Unlike every other child in the village, Tenny was born slim. Her skin was pale, her frame delicate, and she had no plump cheeks to even show off. The midwives whispered to themselves, casting worried glances at each other. Mama Shade's heart sank, and Baba Kola remained silent. A sense of dread filled the air. As Tenny grew, her slimness became more noticeable. The other girls in the village were round and jolly, very chubby and plump, while she remained slender and small. The girls often gathered by the river bank to wash clothes, splashing water and laughing joyously. But whenever Tenny approached, they would laugh at her, their eyes filled with mockery. "Why are you so thin, Tenny? Were you not fed like the rest of us?" one of the girls, Bola, asked. "I bet even the birds eat more than she does," another added, laughing loudly. Tenny felt her heart ache each time the other girls made fun of her. She was always the odd one out, the one who didn't belong. The whispers followed her wherever she went, at the market, in the village square, even at the festivals. She could hear people questioning why she wasn't plump like her peers. Some elders in the village even believed that Tenny's slimness was a curse, that she had brought bad luck to her family. With each passing day, Tenny's self-esteem withered. She began avoiding people, retreating to the comfort of the thick forest surrounding Obota, where no one could mock her. She would sit by herself watching the birds soar freely, wishing she could escape her body. She tried eating very large meals, portions meant for 7 hefty men she would finish just in a bit to grow fat. Her despair deepened until she decided she couldn't take it anymore. One day, in a fit of desperation, she sneaked into the herbalist's hut. She begged him for a concoction that would make her plump like the other girls. The herbalist, a grumpy old man with a long white beard, handed her a strange mixture and warned her not to overuse it. But in her desperation, Tenny drank all of it at once, hoping it would transform her overnight. Instead, the concoction wreaked havoc on her body. She became terribly ill. She was in pain for days. Her parents, who were devastated by her condition, cared for her as best as they could. Though they could not understand why she had done such a thing. As she lay in bed, weak and exhausted, Tenny realized that no matter what she did, she would never look like the other girls. It broke her heart, but it also opened her eyes to the futility of changing herself to fit in. Weeks passed, and Tenny slowly regained her strength. She continued to avoid the other girls, hiding her pain behind a brave face. But deep down, she still longed for acceptance. One day, a stranger arrived in Obota. He was tall and handsome, with the skin color of mahogany and eyes that shone with determination. His name was Deji, and he had grown up in Obota but had moved to the city years ago. Now he returned searching for something, or rather, someone. Deji had become a successful fashion entrepreneur in the city, and he was looking for a model who would represent something different. Someone who could break the mold of what society considered beautiful. When he walked through the village, he was intrigued by the sight of the girls, all of them plump and confident. But then his eyes fell on Tenny. There she was, sitting under a tree. Her slim frame was a beauty to behold. She looked different from everyone else, yet there was something captivating about her. Deji approached her, intrigued by her uniqueness. "You are beautiful," he said simply. Tenny looked at him in disbelief. She had never heard those words before. Not in this village. Not with her slim body. I am not like the other girls," she stammered, unsure whether to believe him. "That's exactly why you are beautiful," Deji replied with a gentle smile. "I've been looking for someone like you." He spoke to her parents, negotiating to take Tenny with him to the city, where he promised to groom her as a model. Her parents, though reluctant at first, eventually agreed. They saw the opportunity for their daughter to rise beyond the mockery and shame she had endured. In the city, Deji trained Tenny, teaching her how to walk with confidence, to hold her head high, and to embrace her unique beauty. Slowly but surely, her self-esteem blossomed. Tenny began modeling for fashion houses, her face appearing on billboards and in magazines. She became a sensation, her slender frame admired by designers and photographers alike. People in the city marveled at her grace and pose, and soon she was sought after by top fashion brands. With her newfound success came wealth, and Tenny immediately upgraded herself. She started learning new skills and becoming an influential figure in the modeling world. She had gone from being the laughingstock of her village to a symbol of beauty and resilience that people admired. One day, while attending a prestigious event, Tenny met a wealthy businessman named Femi. They connected instantly, drawn to each other's strength and ambition. Over time, their relationship blossomed, and Tenny introduced him to her parents, and they eventually got married in a grand ceremony attended by the rich and famous. Tenny and Femi built a beautiful life together, filled with love, laughter, and joy. She often looked back on her journey, amazed at how far she had come. From the scorn of her village to the heights of success, Tenny had learned the most valuable lesson of all, that true beauty comes from embracing who you are and not from trying to fit into someone else's mold. The village of Obota, once filled with mocking voices, now spoke of Tenny with pride. She had become a symbol of strength, reminding everyone that sometimes the things that make us different are the very things that make us beautiful. We have come to the end of the story. The moral lessons. True beauty lies in embracing your uniqueness and not in trying to fit into society's expectations. Self-acceptance is the key to happiness and success. Challenges and hardship can lead to growth and transformation if you actually believe in yourself. We should never judge or mock others for their differences because everyone has their own path to greatness. And lastly, kindness and encouragement can change someone's life for the better, just as Deji did for Tenny. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time of coming across my channel. And also drop your thoughts at the comment section. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for always stopping by to watch and engage. It encourages me a lot. And please don't forget to like, to share, and to turn on your notification bell so that anytime I post new videos, you will be among the first to be notified. I love you all. See you in my next one. Bye.